to Horses, Hope, and Hustle, the podcast where faith leads, grit drives, and the Western way of life runs deep. I'm your host, Crystal Show, wife, horsewoman, entrepreneur, and believer that God doesn't waste the hard stuff. Around here, we talk real stories, big dreams, and the kind of hustle that's rooted in hope. So pull your hat down, pour that coffee, and let's ride. The man, the myth, the legend, Jerry Gereghty. If you know Jerry, you know that he has the biggest, kindest, most genuine personality. At 87 years old, he is still showing cow horses and absolutely living life to the fullest. Fun fact, we actually recorded this interview last summer. As I said in my first episode, this podcast is something I've been wanting to do forever, and Jerry was kind enough to be one of the original interviews. So I hope you enjoy his story. You ready for this, Jer?
Sure. What do you want to know?
What do I want to know? Well, first off, we got to tell everyone who you are. Not everybody knows who you are.
You want my name?
Yes.
Jerry Gereghty.
Jerry Gereghty.
Jerry Gereghty. Yeah.
The man. The man, Jerry Gereghty.
The legend.
The legend. The man, the myth, the legend.
You got it.
Jerry Gereghty.
That's right. Actually, my birth name was Arthur Gerard.
Really?
Yeah.
Arthur
And they started calling me Jerry. I don't know why, but because I spelled Jerry with a J and Gerard is with a G. The only thing I could figure out is that Jerry with a G is feminine.
Yeah.
And the funny thing about it is that I used to date a girl named Jerry with a G. that was kind of confusing.
So were you still going by Arthur?
No, I never used Arthur.
Oh, so it was Jerry and Jerry.
Yeah, that's right. Seriously, yeah.
That's funny.
She was kind of cute.
Yeah. Now it's Joan and Jerry.
That's right.
Jerry and Joan.
Yes, hence our brand, which is the two Lazy J bar.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Actually, I didn't even put those pieces together.
Oh God.
You in my head.
Oh man.
So Jerry, you've done a lot. Like you've done a lot in your lifetime.
You know, I feel like I have, and it's not all really interesting, but it's been a great life. I've really had a lot of fun. I mean, it's been I've done a lot of things.
Yeah.
And as I told you earlier, I was born in New Jersey. Mm-hmm. Which today you think, what?
Yeah, we're in Montana currently.
What are you doing here? What? Well, when I was a kid, back in the, I was born in 38.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I was going to say, can we tell the people how old you are?
Yeah, 86.
Because that's like, 86 and going down the fence, like, just amazing.
Anyway, so when that was in the 38, 40, World War II had just started. And, I grew up. And at that time, where we lived wasn't like this rural, but it was rural. Mm-hmm. And there was a lot of what they called truck farms all around us that grew vegetables for New York City. Mm. And so there was some cattle, and I got into horses there and cattle. Mm-hmm. And so as I got into high school and everything like that, I got into FFA and I worked for some purebred Angus farms that were based in New Jersey and New York State, of course. Mm-hmm. And this one place I worked for, it was called Maripo Farms. It was right near Mahwah, New Jersey, almost on the New York-Jersey border. But at any rate, it was owned by a gentleman by the name of Stephen Birch. His father had created Kennecott Copper Corporation. So he was wealthy, really nice guy. But so the manager of the farm, Buster Sparkman, took an interest in me, and he had just graduated, no, several years hence, or before. They and he encouraged me to go to Oklahoma A&M at the time because he knew I was interested in cattle and horses. So I don't know how I did it. I talked my folks into let me go.
How far is that from New Jersey?
Oh my gosh!
To
Yeah.
Oklahoma.
Well,
That's
you know, when I think about it, maybe my folks were trying to get rid of me. You think? I mean,
might have shipped me all over too. So maybe I never thought of that.
Consider this. I mean, they took me to LaGuardia Airport there in New York City. Put me on a TWA Super Connie. If you look it up, it's a beautiful airplane. Super Connie 4-engine reciprocal. Had the 3 vertical stabilizers. We took off, just me and my bag. We stopped in where do we go? St. Louis. Stopped in St. Louis for fuel. Then they took me to Tulsa.
So had you ever been to visit, or you just signed up for school and went?
Yeah, I signed up for school. And,
love it.
And so I took a bus to Stillwater, found a place to stay. You know, and the rest is history.
And you're 18 at that point?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You know, I mean, I think about kids today, and it's a lot. The world has changed. It was a lot safer place back in those days. And,
yeah.
You wouldn't have to worry about getting into trouble or somebody taking advantage of you. I think so. So at any rate, I went there and enrolled in animal husbandry at that time. They call it animal science now, but it's animal husbandry during the day. And spent 4 years there and graduated in 1960. Got my commission in the Air Force through ROTC, Air Force ROTC, and spent 3 years on active duty. And at that time, Vietnam hadn't really started, and they were not looking for pilots. And so I couldn't get into flight school. They said I had deceptive color vision. Well, I always wanted to fly, so after a while, I did get after I got out of the service, I got my all my ratings and just flew all over. But I got a little ahead of myself. Nevertheless, spent 3 years on active duty, got out, and then I worked for Dow Chemical Company. And I was in R&D. They sent me out here to Montana.
Okay.
There was some, we had a cattle product called Ruline. It was a grubicide for cattle. And that, I think, it's not a real problem anymore. I don't know. I mean, grubs are nasty boogers, but back then it was a real problem. And we had some experiments with ranchers out in the Gallatin Valley and Whitehall and that area. And I said to myself, oh my God, if I ever get a chance, I'm coming back.
That is awesome.
It is. It is awesome. And so my parents not being in ag or anything, and we weren't wealthy by any stretch of imagination. And so I stayed with Dow for a while, and then I went, I was in Midland, Michigan. They sent me to Georgia to, at first I was selling veterinary products to vets down there in the Georgia area. And then I went back into Dow Chemical, and that was a company called Pittman Moore, I believe at the time. Pittman Moore, anyway. So I went back to Dow and was working with the poultry industry down there in Georgia, Georgia was, and where we ended up living was a little town of Gainesville, but it was the broiler chicken capital of the world.
Really?
Oh yeah, I mean it was chickens. It was it was awesome. And we had some product. We had a coccidistat, and we had wormers, and we had I sold DL-methionine, which is an amino acid, and that was a good stick. That was really really good. We had a good time, did well, and then they want me to move back to Midland, Michigan. And I said, nah, I don't think so. I like here pretty good. So there was a trucking company there that that I knew the owner of, and he offered me a job, and I took it. And so I stayed there, and so.
So how long were you in Alabama then?
Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah.
No. Yep.
Oh God. Well, we've been in Georgia most of my adult life. So, at any rate, to speed things along, I had was reading the Wall Street Journal one day. It was back it was back 19. Started my second company in 1984. And so one day I was reading the Wall Street Journal and back in the classified, and I saw this ranch for sale up here over in not Three Forks, but Big Timber, Big Timber. And so I looked at it, I said, "Ain't no way, that's that's too cheap, no way." So I called the broker. I said, "Oh yeah, come on up. We'll show you around." Well, as you can see, the rest is history. It took me about 3 years to finally find this place, but.
So you didn't end up in Big Timber, though, right?
No.
This was the place that you guys got and
eventually, yeah. But we looked at different places, over the years.
Gotcha.
And finally, this place came available, and I thought it had a lot of good features about it. So that's right.
So in there, like, when did you get into the horse stuff? Like you said, you had interest in high school, but when did you start getting your own horses and stuff?
Well, it was after we got this place, and had some ranch type horses and everything. But to get in the cow horse business was one time. I guess it was not that long ago, but it was I'd say probably what would it be? 2013, 2012, I was looking for a nice ranch horse, not being a cowboy, in other words, I don't need any broncs or anything like that. And I didn't want to train anything. And so I called Jack Blankenship, and Jack was putting on that real ranch horse sale.
Yep.
And I said, "Jack, here's my specs on a horse." He said, "I got just the horse for you." And he put me on a horse that Amy Delara trained, and her dad Jim showed it at Jack's sale, and ended up buying it. But in the interim, I'm watching him show this horse, and I'm saying to myself, "I can do that." Well, the rest is history. I can do that. At any rate, I bought the horse. His name was named him Riley. He was a big old bay horse, and he was good. And we showed him in Jack's little shows around, and I think I won a buckle on him and some other stuff. But he wasn't the big. He wasn't a stopper, and he wasn't a spinner. But we got by and had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So my friend Marilyn Randall, she says, "You need to up your game and get you a real cow horse." So she told me to go down to Brad Barkemeyer down in Scottsdale and see what he's got. So he told me to bring my horse with me in the saddle and everything like that. So we we went down there, and I showed him Riley, and I rode him around, showed him what we did, what we could do, and everything. And I thought it was pretty good. And he pulled me aside. He said, "Jerry, you need another horse and another saddle."
Like maybe
Yeah,
we need to
that's
upgrade
right.
everything.
Yeah. Well, Riley stayed with us until last fall. I finally had to put him down, but he was a good horse and a good ranch horse.
Mm-hmm.
But in the interim, I bought a regulator from Brad,
Mm-hmm.
and he's by Dual Ray, and like I said, the rest is history. Here I am.
Yeah, and that's so Ray's the one that got you into like the cow
Yeah,
horse.
that's
So going back though, pretty much 2012 like was when you really got into the horses.
into the cow horse thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I
It's like
said,
all like when you were doing all the other stuff, did you get to ride much or what
yeah.
was kind of riding like
Well,
before you came to
we get
Montana?
invited to branding, and then we ran cattle too, and on the ranch here, and just do ranch stuff on horses. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's about it.
But like before you moved to Montana, how much did you ride?
Hardly at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, hardly at all.
Huh.
Because I was running the business, and
Yeah.
just always had an interest in the thing. And when I was a kid, I was always around horses.
Right. So at what age did you really get into like just the horses in general? Like when you bought Riley?
Well, I would have been. I was in my 70s, I guess.
Okay, that's super impressive because like I know most people don't know this, but like you ride very well then for like I mean obviously I think you ride very well, but like to get into it like that like late in life, that's really impressive. Like really impressive.
Really?
I think so.
Well, I've truly been blessed with good health, good good joints. I don't have any knee problems, or got a little arthritis in my shoulders, stuff like that. But when these horses I had, Billy Greeno shot our horses for us, and Billy's my age, and so I see Billy shoeing the horse. He's bent over, and I said, "Billy, how in the heck are you doing that?" He said, "I take this stuff," and he showed me. It was glucosamine chondroitin. And I've been on that stuff ever since. So I tell everybody, Billy Greeno got me on this stuff.
This is not a paid advertisement,
but it seems to be working. I don't know.
I don't know. I know when I first met you, I had no idea. I never would have guessed how old you were because you were just like, just going.
Well, yeah,
running and gun. I think you were riding Shorty when I met you. You had just gotten Shorty
right.
from.
You always wanted to buy Shorty from me.
I know. I can't get you talked into it still. After all these 4 years,
yeah, that's
still can't get it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Oh.
But any rate, it's just been an enjoyable ride, and I started out doing the boxing, and got to where I was doing okay in it. And then I moved up to the box drive thing. I was doing okay in that. Well, got to graduate, right? So about 2 years ago, and that goes back to the story I told about Doug Williamson.
Uh-huh.
I was down at Queen Creek in Arizona, and I went up and introduced myself, and then we chatted, and then a little time later at the same show, I had an opportunity to sit down with him and visit, and I just told him, I said, "Doug, what do you think about old guys going down the fence and everything like that?" And that's when he told me.
I forgot what he said. You told me what he
said. The most fun you can have with your clothes on.
What great advice.
Quotation.
And so then Jerry's like, I gotta do it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. He's was my hero, So, at any rate, I started doing that, and I haven't reached the kind of success I'd like to have, but I'm getting better at it. getting better. And so I've been doing it for about a couple of years now.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun, and one of the most enjoyable things about the cow horse business is the people. You know, you hear so many stories about other horse events, and I won't name them, but you know, where it's so cutthroat, it's awful.
Right.
Who wants to get involved in that?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I've been cheering for my competitors. They can cheer for me. You know, I think that's just wonderful. So
The cow horse it is. Well, I think too, like with the cow horse, any day it's anyone's game because you can't control the cows. And 2 of our 3 events are cow classes.
That's right. That's right. Well, Tandy Jesperson, you know Tandy?
Mm-hmm.
At any rate, Tandy's got a little fundraiser going on over there for the people that suffered that fire over there. So anyway, I've been chit-chatting with her and everything like that, and she wanted to know about how I did a Forsyth last weekend. And I said, there's a country song named Sometime You're the Windshield, Sometime You're the Bug. And I've suffered both at Forsyth.
You know, it's just, that's part of the game.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's right. You know, I did real well in some and not so well. You know, but and then I've asked, and people have asked me, so well, what's the cow horse like? He said, well, it's what you're dealing with is 3 minds. Not necessarily going in the same direction. Right?
Yeah, I never thought of it like that, but yeah, that's very accurate. Like everybody's on their own wavelength sometimes.
Isn't that the truth? Oh man, what fun! I tell you what, it's great to be alive and being involved in this cow horse industry. It really is.
So, like, when you got started in the horses, because I mean, like, obviously, I'm not at that age in my life. I'm still in my younger years-ish. I had a meltdown because I turned 30 last year. I was like, I'm so old.
Oh, my God, 30 years old. Oh,
I know. But, like, most of the people that I know, it seems like they're just getting out of riding. And, you know, they're like, 60s to 70, like, and you're just getting started then.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and it all goes to health, and I think you have to have a positive attitude about life. You got to be, you know, don't take yourself so seriously. You know, and it's I think that helps. That helps a whole lot.
Yeah.
And encouragement. I get a lot of people encourage me, and it means a lot.
Yeah.
Sure does. So.
That's crazy. What kind of keeps you going in the cow horse or any of it?
Trying to get better at it. You know, I just the thing I'm really having difficulty with is that we all know, you know, you're supposed to box your cow, right? And you take it down the fence, and before you get to the penalty marker, you're supposed to turn it and take it back. And then go past, well, you can turn it right away. Turn it again, get it in the middle of the field, and circle it. Circle the opposite way, right? Simple.
Easy peasy.
Hey, everybody knows how to do
Yeah,
that.
everybody. Fence works easy.
So
this is all happening at Mach 90 also.
The difficulty I have is that when the wheels come off of that program, you know, just, oh my gosh. And to deal with it, you know, I'm getting better at it. And Steve Bond, who's my trainer, he's given me some tips and everything's been very, very helpful. So, you know, it'll come in time. I recognize situations and act accordingly. But it's been a challenge. It really has.
Yeah. Hang tight. We'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsors. This episode is brought to us by Big Sky Horse Sales. From Montana to Arizona, Big Sky is your trusted online auction platform for quality rope, performance, ranch, barrel, and trail horses. Check out our Wickenburg online sales series December through March. Shop current consignments and stay tuned for the 2026 sale lineup, or contact us today to book your custom event at bigskyhorsesales.com. Big Sky Horse Sales, built on trust, backed by quality.
I told you, I used to fly all over the country on business, and it got to a point. I said, I'm not as sharp as I used to be. I'd sold my twin after I sold my business, and I was going to keep flying. And I thought, you know what? The FAA doesn't want old people flying airplanes anymore, because they put so many restrictions. The point I'm trying to make is that I am not as sharp as I used to be. And I think that reflects in some of the things that happen out there in the cowhorse thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, how do I act? You shouldn't be having to think about, oh, well, what do I do here? You got to be reactive. I know what to do here.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I've got to get that level. And it's been a challenge, but I'll get there.
Yeah.
I'll get there.
Oh yeah, I believe it 100%. Old Jerry. So when you were flying, what in flying in business and all the things, what did you learn about? What was the best advice as far as how to keep going when things did get tough? Because I imagine there were a lot of hard days. There were a lot of tough moments.
Sure.
We all have.
Well, we all do. I don't have any overwhelming advice to give anybody. It's just I think it's having a positive mental attitude. PMA. Got to have it. And it's hard. It's really hard when things, like we said, the wheels come off you. The wheels come off of a lot of things.
Yeah.
And in business, you sure, and dealing with people, oh my gosh,
Mm-hmm.
There's all kinds of things can go wrong. And so you're not alone. You're not alone in that, because people have suffered the same thing that you are. So I don't know.
That's good advice. I think a lot of people are usually suffering, or at some point have suffered something similar, and it.
Sure. I've had people problems and equipment problems and all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Go wrong. So
what's your favorite part of this place, of your beautiful Cherry Springs Ranch here in Montana? The view. It is very pretty.
Yeah.
It's very pretty.
Yeah.
Your front porch.
I love my house. We kind of decided. Did you ever see the movie Quigley Down Under? With
bits and pieces that I remember.
Quigley Down Under was what's his name? He plays the cop now.
I don't know.
He's the police commissioner now of New York in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
He has a series. Gosh, what is his name? Tom Selleck.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Tom Selleck. Okay. So at any rate, Tom Selleck's in this movie, and the bad guy has a house that kind of looks like this. Yeah, the bad guy did. And he was in Australia. And, I just fell in love with it. And of course, this wraparound porch, it goes all the way around.
Yeah.
It's kind of a southern thing, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Houses like that, yeah. Protect from the sun, all around it.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I just love this place. Just love it.
Yeah. Joan says you just stay busy cutting the grass, taking care of the horses.
Well, that's too. We've got the place leased out to a cow man right now. He's running cattle on it, and so my real work right now is concentrated in this area right out around here. So, yeah.
We need to get you some brood mares so you can fill that pasture with babies.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I thought about that several years ago when I first got into it, and my dear friend Marilyn Randall told me, don't do it. Don't do it. And so it was good advice, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, at my age. But
No, it'd be fun to
but
look out there.
you
See
know,
all them babies.
you know, it would be a lot of fun, and I don't know, you know, if somebody wanted to run some mares out here and you know look after them, you know I could deal with that, or you know, and I thought about you know I got these extra stalls, maybe get somebody who might be interested in cow horse, yeah, to board their horses out here,
Oh, yeah.
or you know, just stuff like that, just going through your mind. I don't know whether it'll ever happen or not, but
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
just dreaming.
Yeah. So what's your goals for this next year? Kind of sounds like you're about to wrap up your show season.
Yeah, yeah. Unless I go to Oklahoma City to the select show, and but I don't know. That's a long way to go for one run.
Yeah.
You know. Oh my gosh. You know, it's not not inexpensive.
None of the horse showing is
inexpensive.
Yeah.
And so I don't know whether I'll go down there this year. That's in later part of October. October and you know November, and of course the snow starts flying up here about that time.
Yeah.
So it makes the trip a little iffy.
Yeah.
So that's about it. And then you go into January, and then you got the Queen Creek show,
Sun Circuit.
and then Sun Circuit, and then you got Steve's deal starts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the
not too much of a break then for you.
No, it'll be a lot of fun, and of course those shows that Steve and Alicia put on, they're really good and worthwhile. A lot of fun, no pressure, you know.
Yeah, I think it's so cool how many people that got started there at the Bond series are now showing in the Central Montana Ring Cow Horse Association.
It is
stuff like because there's a lot of them.
Yeah,
like a lot. I think that's really cool. They really open the door to like a lot of newcomers, a lot of new people in the sport.
You know Julie Whitehorse?
Yeah.
You know Jolie? Mm-hmm. We're standing in line at St. V's. Right in front of us is Julie and her husband. Mm-hmm. So we're chit-chatting and everything like that. And she expressed some kind of interest in what I did. And I told him. And that's how she got started in the
Really?
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Talk somebody get started in this cow horse business. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And she's doing well. She's doing real well. So.
She ended up in the top 5 for the year-end cow work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing good. Good. She's a sweet person. I like her. So anyway, it's funny how things gravitate.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I like the cow horse people. They're just like that Rosebud show. I think was one of the most. I love all the Central Montana shows, but that one was it was so fun all the way around. I thought.
Weren't the cattle fun?
The cattle were gonna wild. They were.
Holy smoke.
Whew. Yeah. Talk about everybody being on different wavelengths. Those cows were like on their own planet.
That's right. I remember I was watching Steve Bond work one cow down, and I don't know, it looked like the cow was going to take him and his horse.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, well,
I
don't know how many people on Friday when we started the herd work on Friday, but I know even just in the open set, like hardly like everybody lost cattle. Like they just would get running, and it was tough.
It was wild.
It was
really wild.
It was.
It got what they call Western.
It did. Yes, it did. Yep. There was the one gal they're originally from Colorado, and somebody told me they live in Belgrade now, and I can't think of her name, but she's riding a gray horse that I guess is actually a paint bred, but oh man, she goes out there and her cow comes out and she just like whack sends it, and I am like talking to Wade in the back, so sitting there taking pictures for the club. I'm talking to Wade, and I'm like looking through my camera lens, and I'm like, holy shit, Wade, she sent it. And she went and made a run. And I don't know how many times I like said that to Wade. I was like, oh my God. And I like don't want to stop taking pictures of her because it just like, I could not believe like she went and she nailed it. I was like, go girl. That was awesome. But yeah.
Yeah, they were. That was a wild show. But like you said, it's good. Nice place to show. And, you know, geez, everybody worked hard making it a success.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
good group.
What's been your favorite show moment? There been one best moment.
Of course, winning. You know?
Every time. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And all the accolades that go with it. No, it's just, well, I tell you, this was really cool. About a couple of years ago, when I first started going down the fence, I was over at Rapid City. It was it wasn't I think it was an AQHA show, but anyway, they had cowhorse over there. And I don't know, it just uh, I went to do my run, and everybody's cheering, you know, Jerry, 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 you know. And I don't know, it's stuff like that kind of makes you
Yeah, it makes you feel good. You're
feel
like,
good, you know, like you know, people are pulling for you, and I think that speaks well of the people that are associated with this crazy business we call cowhorse.
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
So that really made me feel good.
Yeah.
And that was really a cool. I won the buckle over there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So, at any rate,
What's been the most challenging part of the cowhorse for you? Hi, Clancy.
well, you know, I guess going back and talking about, you know, my ability to deal with weird situations, you know, and when the wheels come off of your deal, you know. Well, I'll give you an example. When in Forsyth, my last cow run, all right? So I had a pretty good fence turn, and the cow went out to the middle of the field. Instead of looping the daggum cow, I decided I'm going to circle it. You know, and that was stupid. You know, I should have looped it around, taken it back down the fence, turned it, and then circled it.
Yeah.
So I got a 60 in my cow work.
Oh.
You know, and which was not good. But the point I'm trying to make is that I gotta react faster and smarter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so yeah, that's been a challenge. Yeah.
If you own a business and you're looking for a better way to reach people who actually listen, we should talk. Horses Hope and Hustle partners with brands that believe in hard work, honesty, and showing up. Let your business be heard by our listeners through authentic, story-driven sponsorships. Contact us today for more info. When you going backwards, like when you started your first business, that was the sales. You're selling the vet stuff. Was that your first business?
No, I was working for Pittman Moore.
Oh,
I was a salary guy. Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
So what was your first?
First business was I had a scrap metal business. We did this back then. It was remember Lady Bird Johnson? No, you don't know Lady Bird.
No.
You know, Lady. Well, that was but when LBJ was the president. She was the first lady. Lady Bird. Big cleanup. Let's clean up the USA. And there was so many junk cars around the country, you know. And so I bought an automobile crusher. That would crush cars, you know, and we'd travel around, buy big bunches of them and crush them, and we'd sell them to steel mills.
Huh.
Yeah. And so that was my first business. I got out of that, and then I got into transportation brokerage and freight forwarding business, and we had a lot of success in that. And I sold that in 14.
So. And then you moved to Montana. Did you tell me in 15? When did you buy this place? 12.
No, we bought it in 89.
Oh.
1989 I bought it. Yeah. We started that company, Transdynamics was the name of it. Mm-hmm. Started it in 14. You know, 19, well, 14. Oh. It's been I'm thinking about when we sold it. It was 2014. Hey, get down,
Gosh.
Clarence.
Quincy, no.
I said get down. But
No.
we started in 1984, and I sold it in 2014.
Hmm.
So, and it was good to me. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. So,
So were you still running that when you came here to Montana?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, sure was. So, at any rate, and then then I retired from the Air Force Reserves in '86. Yeah, '86. Yeah, retired. So, you know how many years ago that was?
That you done, we're not, I won't tell you what year I was born.
Yeah, no, I get it. You know, I mean,
What was?
you know, well, going back to Jess Kilpatrick, we were talking about age and everything like that. Told him how old I was, and when were you born? I said 1938. He said, well, World War II hadn't really started then. We weren't involved in that. I said, that's right. It was, it was 3 years old when Pearl Harbor happened.
Oh my gosh. That's
Uh,
crazy.
It's amazing, when you look back at all the things that have happened over my lifetime. And it goes back to that airplane I was telling you about. I flew to Tulsa.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's that they got that in museums now. That airplane is a museum. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine you've seen a thing or two.
I
Jer.
have. Yeah, it's been great. It's
Yeah.
been really good. I just, yeah. And that now, every morning when my shoes hit the floor, man, or my feet hit the floor, I thank good Lord for another day. I mean, you just never know.
Yeah.
Life's funny, it is. I think Joan told you about my son-in-law passed away in February.
Yeah.
He was, 46 years old. I mean, prime of his life,
Mm-hmm.
Tragic. Things like that happen, but why am I still here? I have no idea.
Yeah. Still got a lot of purpose left,
I
Jer.
do. A lot of fun to be had.
That's right. That's right. You got a lot of people to inspire yet.
Oh, geez. It's funny, though. I look around at people that had been boxing and are now stepping up. They're stepping up. They're doing it.
Yeah.
That old fart, he can do that.
I don't think I've ever heard anybody put it in those terms.
But I mean, what I'm trying to say is that it's yeah. And I'm proud of the fact that if they say, well, he can do it, I can do it. What am I doing still boxing? Come on, let's get with it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's good.
Yeah. I always tell everyone, I'm like, I hope I can still ride as good as Jerry when I'm his age, because you ride very, and I didn't realize that you didn't even really start riding until late in life.
Yeah, it was kind of a new thing. Of course, I rode when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But it was a big lapse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Between times,
Yeah.
So
that's crazy. I think it's awesome. I think you inspire a lot of people in a lot of ways because you're so nice. Jerry's just so happy and so nice all the time.
Oh man, now you're blowing smoke.
No, I can blow smoke, but I'm not right now. That's what I've always told you. You the man, Jerry. You're
sweet. You're sweet. And Chiefly, I really admire you too, Chris. I mean, in other words, if we start blowing smoke, I'll blow some out because I just like your drive and your entrepreneurship. You kind of like me. I just always looking for things to do and how to make a buck here and that. And
yeah.
Yeah. No, it's good. I like your drive and your personality. You're a sweetheart. You're a sweetheart. You really are.
Earlier, you told me you told Joan you liked me because I did blow smoke.
Yeah. Oh gosh, that's funny.
Yeah. Why do you think, what made you want to be an entrepreneur when you started your businesses and stuff?
You know, I don't know. I just, you know, and no reflection on people that, you know, work for other people. I mean, we got to
Right.
have them. You know?
Right.
But it just wasn't for me. I had better ideas about how to do things.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, people said, nah, I don't listen. And especially, well, it's just like my granddaughter, Carson, is turning 30 here next month. You know, and she invited me to her birthday party, which is in Atlanta. So I don't think I'll be able to make it. But nevertheless, I texted her back. I said, listen, once you start being 30 years old and older, people start listening to what you have to say. And it's true.
Yeah.
You know, you're in your 20s, you know, oh yeah, that's a good idea, but
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
but now, you know, once you hit that certain age, you know, people say, well, yeah, that might work.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
Sure. So going back to your 30s, see now people are starting to pay attention to it.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess. It makes me nervous. Like people be like, "Oh, I already know who you are," and I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, really? What do you know about me?
Yeah, I'm like, I hope it's good.
Yeah, that's me too. Me too. But anyway, that's true. That's
How
true.
old were you when you started your first business?
Gosh. Well, let's see. I was probably in his 40s, mid 40s. Yeah, 40s. So, but yeah, I don't know. I just and trying to go back to on a job. It would be a moral bombshell. My whole thing about, you know, being my own person and doing things my way.
Mm-hmm.
Frank Sinatra, you know, my way. I love it. And um, it would be tough for me to adapt.
Yeah.
It would really be tough.
Yeah. I don't really like being told what to do.
No, me neither. And you know, and especially you. You know, at a young age, you know, you may have to, you know, at some point in your life, you might have to um, blow up and just take a job. You don't know what
Yeah.
life has in store for you. But and I believe you'll find the same thing.
Yeah.
You go on your own. Man, I gotta get out of here. I'm not. I don't want to. I don't want to listen to the man anymore.
Yeah. I am the man.
Yeah, oh,
yeah. No, even before Big Sky, before I started that, I was self-employed. I actually, in a different lifetime, I always say, I was actually a massage therapist.
oh,
And I was very busy doing that. So I have actually been technically self-employed since 2014.
good for you.
Yeah. So, it's good thing I'm stubborn. Probably what keeps me going because I don't want to do anything else.
Well, I see a lot of myself in you. You know, in the same drive and the same, you know, wanting to do things and
Yeah.
you know, creative. You know, yeah. No, so that's why I kind of like you a lot.
Oh, well, I like you a lot too, Jer.
Gee whiz. Blowing more smoke.
No. So does that mean that one day I get old Shorty Jones?
Well, you know, here's the deal on Shorty. You know, if I tip over before Shorty goes, Maryland has authority to take Shorty and dispose of him anyway. So
I'll have to talk to her.
I'll
Maryland.
tell her that get in touch with this young lady. Yeah, that's right.
I've only been after you for years.
Yeah.
That was a funny thing because you bought him from people I knew in, where are they from? Oh, Iowa. There we go. Yeah.
Klingeman.
Chris and Dave.
Yeah. And, you know, Klingeman is a kind of an unusual name, but I've got a friend here in Bridger named Klingham.
Oh, you were telling me about
Isn't
that.
that wild?
Yeah. So I can't remember. I think you and I had just maybe met a time or two when Chris texted me and goes, "Hey, somebody from Bridger, Montana bought Shorty. Do you know Jerry Gereghty?" And I was like, kind of, but that's crazy. Like small world. Cause I was just moved to Billings not that long before that. And, it's crazy how small the horse world really is.
It is really wild. So
yeah.
At any rate.
Yeah. You and Shorty have had a good run.
Yeah, it is. It's been good.
Yeah.
And Ray's been good. And the reason I bought Shorty was because Ray got hurt. You know, here's amazing things about Ray is that I think it's been about 4, going maybe 5 years ago now. He got hurt over at Rapid City. Could barely get him back in the trailer. He had torn a flexor tendon, you know. And so we had taken him down to Littleton. They have a big vet facility down there, and they did an MRI, and the vet told us that it doesn't look real good. You might have to euthanize him. Well, shoot, I cried. I mean, I was just, oh man, I was distraught all the way back. And but I mean, we worked through it. Jamie LaFelt, you know, at Montana Equine was a big help. Ray Randall, Marilyn's husband, he's been a big help. He's a well-known veterinarian. And here he is.
Yeah.
You know, there he is. And
wait, didn't he end up winning the youth?
He did.
The Central Montana youth class?
He did.
The all-around or year-end or whatever?
I would guess he did.
Ooh, I guess I don't know who. I didn't look to see who. But
I
just
would
had
think
a pretty big win in the youth.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
But yeah, gee whiz. And Coulter Bond did such a nice job on him. Just really looked like they were together. And they were a team.
They're like the same personality. They're both just like, whatever. Till the cow came out. But yeah.
No, he was he did a real good job, and so I'm glad to see that we didn't have to euthanize old Ray.
Yeah. Are you gonna go back to showing him now, or what's?
Steve wants me to. You know, I don't want to. I don't think I want to take him down the fence. So,
yeah.
You know, that's the only thing. I mean, you know, as long as I'm still able or qualified to, I maybe do box drive or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah. We'll see. And then I don't know what the good Lord has in store for me and Shorty and Ray.
And Jerry, Shorty, and Ray.
Yeah.
The Adventures of Jerry, Shorty, and Ray.
That's the truth.
Wherever Clancy went.
He's over there. Yeah. Shading up, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Shading up, so. Anyway, what else?
I don't know. What other good life stuff? I think we should tell a joke. I think you should tell one of your jokes,
No,
Jerry.
I can't tell those. No, I got. Oh man. No.
You don't have a clean one?
Oh man. A clean one. They don't. You know, all the bad ones come to mind. I can't think. Oh gee whiz.
What else would you tell someone, Jer?
I don't know. It's having positive attitude. It's something. I don't know whether you're either born with it or you don't have it. I don't know, but it's certainly something. Oh, here's one for you. You might as well be happy because nobody cares if you're not.
That's true.
Isn't
That
it
is
true?
true.
Nobody. Who wants to be around somebody's poor me,
Yeah.
You don't want to be associated with people like that.
Right.
And they probably have some good stories to tell, but you want to be surrounded by people.
Yeah. Yep.
So what other life lessons do you want?
Well, I don't know. I don't. This is me asking you.
Yeah. No, it's I've always had a pretty good attitude about things. Not that I don't get down, just like everybody else.
Yeah.
But somehow it all works out.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. What about your better half, Miss Joan? I think you guys are both great. Why do they use the term better half? What are your equal halves?
Yeah, I'm just lucky then. It's just, well, as I tell everybody, not only is Joni good looking, but she's a hell of a cook too. What a combo. You can't, I mean, usually if they're really good looking, they're terrible. And conversely, if they're good cooking, they're not too good. Oh man. I've got to, after this is over, I'll show you some pictures of the two of us when we were,
back in your prime.
Oh man.
How old were you guys when you got married then?
Well, let's see. I was early 40s. She's 9 years younger than I am.
Yeah. And you guys have been married 41 years.
41 years.
Yeah. But there was a lot of good times.
Oh boy. Yeah. A lot of good time. We did a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah. That's good. Very good.
Really did. And she's not into horse shows. She thinks it's like watching paint dry.
Yeah.
But she's very supportive, always wants to know how I did and, how'd your ride go today? She'll ask me about what we did out here. And, she's done maybe my little groom kit, that I carry around.
Uh-huh.
She made that for me. And I don't know. She's just very, very supportive, but in a not horse show type of way,
Yeah.
It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. And especially people that aren't actively doing it. I don't know. Isn't Janine Love's husband called?
Oh yeah.
A horse show husband.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I get a kick out of their posts.
Yeah.
They are hilarious.
They are.
Steve.
Poor Steve. Horse show husband.
They're so adorable.
Yeah.
So adorable. Or you have like Robbie and Lindsay competing against each other.
Yeah, that's right.
And they're like yelling at each other from the end gate, like, supportive and everything, but competitors.
Yeah.
They crack me up too.
Yeah. They've done real well. They hadn't been at it that long.
No, again, Robbie started coming to Steve's shows.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lindsay started coming, and then they jumped into Central Montana, and they're all in now.
Doing good. Yeah, they're doing real good.
Very good.
Real good. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thanks for being my very first official interview.
How long did this last?
For Horses, Hope, and Hustle. I don't know. I don't have a watch on me.
Oh my God, it's 10 to 4.
On my phone. It's 10 to 4?
Yeah.
What time did we start this?
I have no idea.
I don't either. Thanks for riding along with me on Horses, Hope, and Hustle. If you found even a little bit of inspiration or grit here today, share it with a friend, leave a review, or tag us on socials, and keep showing up for what truly matters. Until next time, stay true, stay tough, and keep hustling.